With Reek, he's had an excellent spring. Through 11 practices, he's been really consistent and one of our most consistent defensive backs that we've had on the field. And again, he's a guy that I'm starting to see. I don't know what he was like before I got here. And as I told him the first day I got here, I make my opinion of you from the first day I met you. And so he's on here watching extra film. He's consistently meeting with Coach Mickens in the corners and just trying to get better at his craft. And I think he's doing the little things off the field that it takes to be a successful player. And so you're seeing the results of his sacrifice and his attention to details on the field. And so he's having a heck of a spring. He's done a great job in 11 practices. Jordan, as we talk about being disruptive, Jordan is one of the leaders of being disruptive. He's playing extremely fast. He plays with a violence that at times you got to say slow down a little bit. I know Drew White would tell him to slow down after he kind of rode up on Drew White earlier in the spring, and but that's the way Jordan plays the game. If we can continue to get him lined up right, continue to get him to understand exactly what he has to do within each defense, he's going to just get better and better. But he plays with the effort and attitude, the reckless abandon that we need every member of our defense to play with. And so I think that's why you've seen him flash. That's why you've seen him make some havoc plays in the background, because he plays with an unbelievable motor. And he's a guy that we'll use at multiple different positions. We experiment him with many at linebacker, at Viper, at field end, maybe at times. And just he's a guy that you can move all over the field. We want to be aggressive in what we do. And I think sometimes giving those guys the opportunity to cut loose and to be disruptive is kind of what they're talking about. And so it still has to fit within the scheme. I think once they continue to get to know the scheme and get to know exactly what we're looking for, there's some freedom within there to be a football player, and I believe in we're going to play football. I tell them all the time, let's be football players, not football players. Sometimes it's not going to be perfect, but if you continue to play with great effort and attitude, you're disruptive, good things will happen. We've always been and will always be a defensive line driven program. And so that means that as our defensive line goes, our defense will go. And so they've done an excellent job. They've done an unbelievable job. They're extremely deep at the position. And, as they continue to play well, it makes our job behind them that much easier. And so Coach Olson's done an unbelievable job with those guys to get them to learn the scheme, get them to learn the things that we want them to do. And it's made it easier for the transition of linebackers and safeties and corners to make the transition of a new defense.